Have you ever questioned the meaning of your name, what the letters stand for, and the characteristics that describe you? Hi, everyone. I'm Jeff Ito. I've discovered a pattern of even and odd letters with the first initials of your first and last name and what it signifies. This pattern is seen throughout our being. It's not done on purpose, but done by our characteristics of who we are. It's also done by the name your parents give you at birth, similar to their characteristics. This pattern will identify your similarity with others, your differences, and your opposites. Opposites attract and tend to be our best matches. Even in odd numbers, numerology, and even an odd alphabet is the pattern that tells us our characteristics. It tells us what type of person we are, what we like to do, how we like to be perceived, what's important to us, what attraction we have with others, who we associate with better, how we are different from others, who we should marry, who our friends are, who we can trust, how we can associate with others, your career path. And I discovered this pattern with my own family and the people that I've interacted with in my career. In my own studies, I have learned that people will marry or have their personal business relationships with people that have similar characteristics or traits, opposites from each other, or are different from each other. I've also learned what characteristics are most describe a person based on this pattern. This pattern is different from other patterns, such as when you were born, your birth month. This is about even and odd numbers, even and odd letters, of the first initial in your first and last name. Letters and numbers. How does it all work? Well, in this slide, you can see the numbers that correspond to each other, each letter, and whether the letter is even or odd. And once you study this for a bit, you'll memorize which letters are even and which ones are odd. There are four types of people. Which person are you? Now, when looking at the first initial and last initial of your first and last name, you will learn to know which person you are. If you're a partner that took the surname of your other partner, use your maiden name or your birth last name. So in the example below, we have even, even odd, odd even, and odd odd. And as you can see here, your opposites are even and odd odd, and even odd and odd even. And opposites do attract. There are three different types of patterns. Which patterns do you associate best with, are married to, and or have relationships with? Similar, opposite, or different? In my experience with our families, almost all of us have chosen as our spouse to be similar and opposite characteristics. I'm an even and odd, and my wife is even odd. My brother and sister are odd, and they married odd and odd. My parents are even and odd odd. They are opposites from each other. Opposites do attract. My grandparents are even and odd odd, and they too are opposites. Now let's use our US presidents and their wives as an example. So Joe Biden would be JB, or even. Jill Jacobs, who he married, would be JJ, even. So they're similar in character. Donald Trump would be DT, or even, and Melania Noss would be MK, or odd. They are opposites. Barack Obama would be BO, or even odd. Michelle Robinson would be odd even. So they are opposites. George Bush would be GB, or odd even. Laura Welsh would be LW or even odd, and they are opposites. William Clinton would be WC or odd odd. Hillary Rodham would be HR or even, and they are opposites. So you can see based on the slide, opposites attract more than similar and different. What characteristics are you? What characteristics are your spouse? What characteristics are your friends? What characteristics or traits are your business associates or who you do business with? Thanks for watching. In my next videos, I will dive down deeper what characteristics associate with each person's pattern. I will show you what patterns people name their kids and the names they favor over other kids, their own kids. I will also show you what patterns associate best with who you do business with. Please press the like button if you like this video and press the subscribe button so you can be notified when more videos are on their way. And when you have a minute, list some of your questions and I can answer them in future videos. Feel free to share your comments and see you next time.